We never shut off. Constantly surrounded by the demands of work, the deadlines of school, the drum of commuting, and the hum of our cell phones, we rarely take a moment to look at life beyond the noise. Though they knew nothing of the tedious technologies of the 21st century, our church fathers may have known a thing or two about a human's need for stillness. The Gospel tells us that Jesus made time to escape the noisy distractions of the world and to find a place of stillness and quiet. Right after the overpowering public experience of his baptism, he was led up by the Holy Spirit into the wilderness, where he fasted and prayed for 40 days. There, in the emptiness of the desert, he looked beyond the onslaught of temptations from the evil one and focused on the task at hand, to find God in the stillness. Jesus used fasting as a means to quiet all of the noise in his life, so that he could hear the voice of his Father, our Father, more clearly. Today, Christ's followers imitate his example through the season of Lent. Scholars agree that Lent began as a 40-day period of fasting, learning, and prayer for people who were preparing to be baptized. But by the 4th century, Lent was everywhere. It had become a practice adopted by all of the faithful. Armenians call Lent Medzbach, meaning great fast. History tells us that there are many fasting traditions practiced by the Armenian Church. Some people would only eat salt, bread, and water during their fast, which is why ahuhats, or salt and bread, is an Armenian word for fasting. Others would just cut out meat and dairy from their diet, leaving only vegetables and grains for sustenance. Regardless of what they ate or didn't eat, fasting encouraged the faithful to take a step back from their regular patterns of life and to make more room for prayer, introspection, and worship. What's important about Lent is not what you abstain from, but why you abstain from it. At its heart, Lent is a joyful period of preparation. It reorients Christians away from worldly distractions and towards the reality of Christ's resurrection and redemption of humanity. We should be emptying ourselves of the excess that clouds our vision and judgment so that we can be filled with the life and love of Christ. Lent is not about giving up. It's about making room. Whether we decide to change what we eat or even change the amount of time that we spend on our phones, we need to identify what it is that makes us greedy for anything other than God's love for us. Make more time for God this Great Lent by turning off the noise and tuning in to the stillness.